What's up, ladies and gents? Your boy is back, and this is an episode of Sports Talk. I'm here to talk about everything that's going on in the NFL offseason. Everything from trades to retirements and pretty much everything leading up into the 2016 NFL Draft. Oh, yeah, and ahead of time, guys, for everybody watching this, sorry that I haven't been making videos a lot more often because I've been busy with work and other stuff trying to get myself together. But anyway, retirements. We've had a lot of people retire. I mean, and pretty much legends retire. We've had Marshawn Lynch retire. We've had Megatron retire, and we had the sheriff himself, Peyton Manning, retire after 18 long years in the league. And that man, he really doesn't have anything else to prove. He went on a high note like he said he was going to do. I mean, 5 MVP titles, 2 Super Bowl rings, and he's going to go down in history as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And yeah, so what else more does he have left to prove? I mean, he made a statement for what a quarterback should be. I mean, he's probably got the probably top 5, even top 3 greatest QB IQs of all time. Now, as far as Megatron, I believe he had at least another good 2 or 3 years in him. And there's also talks about him. This is just a rumor. This is not confirmed. There's also talks of him coming out of retirement, a brief retirement, because he was just put on the free agent list. But he coming out of brief retirement and going to the Patriots. I don't know if I could see him as a Patriot because, well, actually, you know what? That actually kind of would not really be a bad idea because you notice how Randy Moss, he kind of disappeared for a couple of years, and then he came back and played for the Patriots for 2 or 3 years and came back and played better than ever. That could potentially be him. And Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. He's 30 years old. He'll be 31 this year. So, I mean, some people say it's too soon, but running backs in the NFL don't really last as long. I mean, because all the injuries and all the concussions and all the pressure and stuff that they put on their knees. So is it a good move? I mean, as far as his health, yeah, but I feel like he could have done a lot more. I believe he could have got at least one more Super Bowl ring before he retired. I mean, at least made it to the Super Bowl one more time. Financially, I guess he's gonna be fine because they say he didn't really spend any of his money for his endorsements, which is where the real money comes from athletes instead of just having their contracts play out. But yeah, I think he'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, we've had quite a few retirements in the world of football. But yeah, I mean, good luck to all those guys wherever they're and whatever their lives take them after football. Now, trades. Now, this is pretty much the main thing of what I wanted to talk about. Robert Griffin III, who was the quarterback for the Washington Redskins since 2012, rookie quarterback, and then he's became one of the most must-see and most-watched quarterbacks in the league. But he was kind of shot down due to injury, and all those injuries happening, made his stock drop. So yeah, the Cleveland Browns decided to pick him up, and I scratched my head. I was like, what? That makes no sense. But I guess he had to go somewhere since they didn't have a quarterback because they're like, okay, we need to get rid of somebody. We need to pick somebody else up. Johnny Manziel, we got rid of his ass. And poor Johnny, I don't know where the hell he's going to go after here. But with all the bullshit he's been doing outside of football, he doesn't even deserve to be in the NFL. And that's something else I'll get into in a minute with another one of my favorite players, but I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, I don't know what's worse. The fact that RG3 is going to the Cleveland Browns of all teams, or the fact that Johnny Manziel doesn't have a job, period. But, that's just me. Maybe somebody will pick up Johnny Manziel, somebody like the Tennessee Titans or whatever. Tennessee, Oakland, somebody like that. Hopefully Johnny Manziel gets his goddamn act together before he gets kicked out of the league altogether because playing football is a privilege. It's not a right. But if you ask me, somebody like who would have been the perfect pick? Who would have been the perfect pickup for RG3? The Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles would have been a really good place that RG3 could have went because he could have been like Donovan McNabb or Michael Vick because you know how the Eagles kind of saved their careers by it really did save the career of Michael Vick and the career of Donovan McNabb because those guys were kind of you had Michael Vick coming back from the dogfight thing and then you had yeah, McNabb with his injuries. But those guys came back from injuries and all the other stuff better than ever when they came back for they came back for the Philadelphia Eagles. So yeah, that would have been a very good pickup for them. But yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. Now, DeMarco Murray, he is going to the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans is where careers go to die. And the Cowboys, and I'll get on them in a minute too. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, they really did drop the ball figuratively and literally when they let DeMarco Murray go. And the only reason why they let him go is because they didn't want to pay that man. Come on, that man had the, I mean, in 2013, 2014, he had the best season that a running back could ever ask for. Let's see, 200 plus carries, 1,200 plus yards, touchdowns in the double digits. He put up tremendous numbers, and he didn't get hurt. Sure, he might have fumbled a couple times, but still, I mean, like he put up, he was top 3 running backs in the league, and that was behind Marshawn Lynch. So what does that tell you? But yeah, it does suck. I mean, because as I say, like running backs in the league don't really last that long anymore because of all that, all the injuries and all the persons going in. Because not only do they have to, run the ball, but they have to play double duty. They got to, to be a running back in the NFL, you kind of have to be a running back and a fullback because you got to block for the quarterback and you got to block for passers. You got to block for receivers who are playing off of a screen. So yeah, that really could hurt them too. But we're gonna see what DeMarco Murray does. I think DeMarco Murray only has about 2 more years left in him. I mean, but we'll see. And like I said, I think that Murray was a bigger asset to the Cowboys than Dez Bryant. And Dez Bryant is a wide receiver. Wide receivers last a little bit longer than running backs do. But I believe that it's not going to be an injury that puts down Dez Bryant. I think it's going to be his own ego and his attitude. And he's probably going to end up sitting somewhere else. Now for my last stint on the Dallas Cowboys, Tony Romo. I really don't want to say this because I don't want to sound like a hater, but I said this shit back in 2007, and it was like the AFC. No, it was like the NFC title game. I said this way back when. As long as Tony Romo is the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, they will not win another ring. They will not win a ring as long as that man is starting. Even the backup for him the backup quarterback for the Cowboys did a lot better than him. But did you notice something like this? I don't even think this is a coincidence. But did y'all notice like in the opening games, the first 4 games of the Cowboys season, how every time they won a game, somebody from the starting lineup got injured? I mean, coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, Jerry Jones put a lot of time and a lot of money and effort into making sure that Tony Romo was their franchise quarterback. But he hasn't really put up any results. Because on a good day, he's top 10 quarterbacks in the league. But his only problem is, I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback because he's not a bad quarterback. His only problem is that he's inconsistent. He doesn't really make plays when they matter. A lot of people call him the Chokemeister, Tony Homo, Tony Choco. And hell, he does deserve some of that. You got to take the good, and the bad, criticism. Like you got to take that on the chin. But I believe he only really has like another year or two to make something happen. At least get to the NFC Championship, because if not, then they're gonna have to start. It's gonna be about time to start looking for the Dallas Cowboys to start looking for another quarterback, and that's pretty much the sad reality of it. Now, Martavis Bryant, one of the best receivers in the league, who plays for my Pittsburgh Steelers, got in trouble for violating the drug and wellness policy. In other words, blazing them trees. Once again, playing football is a privilege, not a right. They say that you can take the hood out the dude, but you can take the dude out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the dude. I guess that's true, but that's something that you really should leave behind you. Like you play for one of the the most historic franchises in football, and you're gonna ruin it by doing drugs, smoking marijuana. I'm not gonna say there's anything wrong with smoking marijuana. I'm just saying, like, if you're a football player, you know how their policy works, then you should know better than to have any kind of narcotics in your system, drugs, pills, anything of the sort like that. But yeah, hopefully he's learned his lesson, because they say they're gonna suspend him for up to a year without pay. But the Steelers is a very, very strict organization, and hopefully after his suspension up, they don't cut him, because they are known for doing stuff like that. But the way I see it is that they could have gave him an alternative punishment. Of course, because if you ask me, they say he's the number 2 receiver on the Steelers, right behind Antonio Brown. But we do need an insurance policy, and he was our go-to guy besides Antonio Brown, because we don't have Heath Miller anymore. Jesse James is our starter now, and we don't know exactly what the status is with our running back. We don't know who's going to be starting between Bell and D'Angelo Williams. So yeah, we do need a security blanket, and that security blanket was Martavis Bryant. And it's just a sad thing that he's gonna miss this season because of violating the drug policy. But I'm not saying that he don't deserve the punishment, because he does deserve to get punished. But that's kind of, you get suspended for a year without pay is kind of excessive. But like I said, hopefully he's learned his lesson and he's a valuable asset. Like I said, I hope they don't cut him. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I get out of here is Tom Brady. Now, quarterbacks, you know, when you, like you said, you got your good quarterbacks, your great quarterbacks, your elites, and your legends. Tom Brady is teeter-tottering between elite and legend. I mean, he's almost there, you know, legend, because his contract was actually supposed to go out next, you know, supposed to be over by the end of the 2016 season, but they extended it to 2019. And we'll see if he can at least make another Super Bowl appearance before he retires, but I'm not sure. But I believe one more major injury and his career is done. But we'll see about that. But anyway, I didn't really want to make this video too long because I'm already at the 11-minute mark. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. What do you think about all the recent retirements in the NFL? Like, has your team been helped or hurt from any of the trades that have been going on? Because a lot of people have been traded, and a lot of people have been helped and hurt from the trade. And what do you think about going into the draft? Oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna make another football video until the NFL draft, and I'll probably make another one about the top 100 players in the NFL, and then I'll probably make one last one before preseason. Then I'll make my predictions on the 2016 regular season. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you guys tune in the channel a lot more. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace.